Hi everyone. I got a new project on my hands. This is part of the base. Actually, this is the small part of the base of the new project. The other piece is this big. As a matter of fact, I was sitting here with all my cameras. I've been saying for the last couple weeks that Windows has been screwing up my cameras. Well, I didn't know what the heck the problem was. I thought I had a faulty camera, which I went out and bought 2 cameras, and those 2 cameras also had the same problem, and now I have 3 cameras. And the 2 cameras that I just bought, I got a refund for, and everything works. So that happened, and now I can do stuff like this. And so we've got this piece of base here that this piece goes on the end, and that's how big this next kit is that I'm going to be building. I have no idea if I'm going to build it on this base. I kind of just cut this out without thinking. However, today, let's switch back up here. Sorry, you're going to get the top of my noggin because I can't see the screen to the screen all that good. And I got to switch switches and stuff. I need like a clicky. You know what I mean? Like a from one to the other. So today I have to go out and get some paints for this structure that I'm going to build. So let's talk about those paints. I was going to get a book, and I was also going to get a pen. I just walked the pen over 20 feet that way. I don't know why I did that, but just to make sure I wasn't prepared. The other thing is, these cameras are fixed lens cameras. Okay, so if you see, I don't see very well, right? If you see that my camera is out of focus, say it in the comments, man, and I'll get somebody in here to help me focus it. As far as I'm concerned, I think I got it. I'm pretty sure. But I'm not an expert in that kind of thing. So let's get to some photographs here. Get off. We don't even have that set up. So monitor capture. Yep. Oops. Okay, so let's move to here so you don't get sick. We've got to go to Home Depot today, and we have our emails open. So St. Thomas, Michigan Central. Oops, I got bad spelling. Not bad spelling, bad seeing to the keyboard. Okay, this is a good picture right here because it gives us a nice color. That one and that one. And this one gives us a nice idea of if there's a what the porch was like. Okay, so oh wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and oops. Search tools, images, all. That's not working. It kind of looks like it's a deck there. I always thought that it was This is an interesting photo to look at because as we can see, we've got a real raw sienna roof. And then if we go over to our brick, we see that it also has a raw sienna. But if we go back to this photo, I mean over here, we can see that it is real dirty by coal. Like that's real, like we get a little bit of flavoring of color on the pilasters here. But in here, it's really kind of dark. A gray or drab color. So I have a feeling that it's going to be... That's interesting. Interesting. Because this is a brick that's been cleaned off. However, I really like the contrast in the colors. So let's go over here. Let's go large. Okay. So you can, it's hard to see in this picture, but you can see the differences in brick from underneath and over top. And that's because there's that great big awning all the way around the building. Yeah, you can see it better there. Yeah, the awning really protected the brick underneath, and this is more sooty. Like, look at the underneath there. That's beautiful. To me. Okay, so this is what okay. Okay, you get out of here. You see, I always thought that this would have been a brick walkway. You can really see the difference between the brick there. This is kind of an orange, and this is kind of a red, a dark red, a darker red. You see a scattering of yellow brick throughout there too. Wonder why that was. We've got flashing here. So clearly we've got a number of different colors to be placed on one wall. So when I go out today, we're going to have to get a number of orangey colors. I want to get a cream white for the interior. I'm pretty sure I have all the green that I need. This is a forest green, but inside the building is an olive green from my recollection. The roof cornice here will all be done in gray, highlighted with probably a little bit of deck tan, and then you get a nice wash of ink and alcohol. And then all these little pieces would be glued on right very last so that these can stay real nice and white. We got interior blinds to put in on the bottom, but not on the top. It almost looks like the windows on the bottom. Let me get in close here. Almost looks like the windows on the bottom are forest green on the outside, and on the top they look like a light gray. So we got different colorings going on everywhere. We have to put a sign over the building. We got to put, there's lots of stuff on here that I wonder if it is in the kit. We'll get those pieces and put them in, I'm sure. The only thing I'm worried about is this decking. I think it's brick. Huh. Yeah. That's kind of concerning for me because I already... Huh. Okay. Let's go back to YouTube here and see if we're getting any questions in. Or maybe we don't even have any audio or anything, who knows. There you are. Hello, Albert. Okay. Hey, thanks, Albert. Glad to see you're here. Okay. Actually, this new chat thing is really cool. I can get a hold of people on 4 different services as it looks right now. So let's so yeah, I've got a number of colors I need to get. Obviously, the new roof is different than the old roof. The old roof was an orangey red. That's not going to be put in till much later, though. I'm going to do that much later. But today we'll get our colors for the brick. We might have to get... Thanks, Albert. Yeah, it's really hard to see. I haven't seen this building close up in a number of years, so I'm interested to see what the... Oh, there, that's a gray window right there. Oh, it's a crap size.
Dad?
What's up, buddy?
You busy?
Yeah, I'm streaming.
Oh yeah.
What?
Like right now?
Yep, like right now.
Because I just wanted to ask you a question.
My son's pretty pumped about Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to the model shop at noon to get my supplies and maybe look into the Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, what am I doing here? Losing track. Okay, we got to get over here. We got to change our camera to top. Let's get the kid over here. Okay, we got the keyboard in there for size. So the kit is very large. This is the base planking, and as you can see, it is done in wood planking, which is fine for me. I love it. I think it's a great look, but I kind of think that the Michigan Central Station was lined in brick. It's not going to really matter. But as you can see, it's made into 3 pieces. We've got an entire bag of interior walls. I've got the roofing and the rest of the interior walls on this side of the box. Last night I did a bit of recording. I didn't realize that my cameras would work. Are they working? Working. So the walls are made in a couple of sections. So as you can see, we can paint the walls the various colors that are up there, because I'll be taking these walls and putting the pilasters on. Got these brick pilasters here, and these brick pilasters go over these pieces here, and then there's a flashing line. So there's a lot of work that I have to do to these walls. It's not just taking spray paint and splattering it over the whole thing. We'll actually try to match the prototype a bit, considering how much my friend spent on this model. It is a custom. I think there's only 7 of these models made, so there you go. So we got to figure out the roof color at a later date, but we'll be doing these this week. These buildings for this week, and I don't want to pull them out because the window pieces fall out, and sometimes you want to leave the window pieces in. Specifically, when I get my cream white, I'm gonna spray paint the insides of the walls cream white, and I'm gonna want to leave all the window pieces in, so that it doesn't bleed through too much. It still will bleed through a little bit, but that's not something. We'll get there when we get there, shall we? So it's a big kit, and you really can't pull everything out. You got to put everything in order and attack each piece as it comes. You can't put this I often see expert modelers who let's switch over to here. I often see expert modelers take buildings like this and build them right up, and then somehow they tape it all off and paint it after, and that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I like to paint. I like to assemble my pieces when it comes to painting everything the same color. But if I've got pilasters that are different color than the main walls, I'm going to have to paint them separately. And sometime I'm going to have to use a wash on one to give it a different color than the other. So those things will have to happen separately to a certain degree. So I've never really understood how the professionals put these things together and paint them after the fact. And maybe sometimes that's why when you look at a professionally made model, its perfection looks a bit unreal. Maybe. At least to me. Am I in focus? I have no clue. But I have a kid who wants to get in here and ask me a question about Dungeons and Dragons. This is the first stream of this vlog series. I had a feeling like this is Sparky's kit, Dave's kit. So when Dave was over here, he said to me, oh, what was it? Oh, like if you name your video layout update, people will watch it. So I think it's fun and all that this kit's called the Michigan Central Station to everybody in the world, and it's going to be a prototype model building, all that stuff. We're going to hit it as close as we can, but I'm still going to call this kit layout update. And every video you see on YouTube from now on in of this kit is going to be called layout update with a number behind it. Then maybe we'll put something after that. So if you see this video and you hear about what I'm in, that's my scheme. Or that's the joke. Yeah, it's a joke. So we'll see you maybe later tonight when I get some paint and we start painting some parts. Okay? I gotta figure that out too. You know, painting parts at the desk with an airbrush, yeah, that's kind of tough. So we might have to move some cameras. I don't know. Let me know about that camera focus too. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching, Albert, and everybody else on Twitch and that other place and my other channel. If you don't comment, I don't know you're here. That's the gig. And if you like these videos, blah, 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 become a patron, please. Patreon.com/Ron Pare, Pare. You'll see a link somewhere around here. I always cut myself off at the end of the video. I have no idea what I'm doing sometimes.